Hello, happy Easter. Hello, everyone. Happy Easter, happy Easter. Hope everyone had a good Sunday. I know a lot of people dropping in and dropping out today. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Kim. Hi, Vicki. Hi, Cheryl. Happy Easter to you as well. Thank you. We got home just a little while ago. And here we are dropping things already. Awesome. I dropped my tape. Oh, now I lost the little white thing. Oh, no, here it is. Okay. So we're starting the night with dropping things on the floor. Awesome. Hi, Carol. I probably have the tape backwards too now. My elbow hit the side here. Let me turn the glue gun on in case we need it. So I figure I'm just going to make my tag. Maybe spend like 40 minutes, just under an hour with you guys for a little bit. And then I'm going to go get some sleep. It was a long week. But I wanted to say hi. And see how everyone's doing today. There we go. I feel like there's a piece missing. You know what? This doesn't go here. That's why it goes up here. There we go. Okay. I figured it out. What did you guys do today? Anything? I went to Mom's. I feel like there's something missing here. I don't know. Where are you going? Hi, Mary. Happy Easter. I haven't decided what I'm going to do for my Easter tag. I don't know if I'm going to do bunny or I don't know. I'm going to look and see what speaks to me. You know how it is. I don't have anything really planned. So I'm just going to look at my supplies and see what do I feel like doing. Church with the grandkids. Well, that's nice. We didn't make it to church, of course. It was just too much to try and get over there. But we just got up and went to my mom's. And my brother was there and his in-laws. And we had like a nice big lunch. And then I walked down the street, like I said, to visit my friend's mom. And I went to visit my aunt's house. Haven't seen them in a while. Saw my godchildren. That was nice. These are pretty colors. I just want to see what kind of stuff I have here that might inspire me. Oh, that's pretty. That's a pretty image. No, oh, you had rain? We had a beautiful day. Like, you didn't even need a jacket. I just wore this little, oh, I'm wearing what I wore today. It was just the funny thing is a lot of us chose blue to wear today. Leah wore blue, Kevin wore blue, Larry wore blue, I wore blue. And I thought that was funny. one's pretty too. Oh, that one's really pretty. Do you have these same ones? A lot of flooding. Oh, I hope you're safe, sweetheart. Okay, we have duplicates. These are pretty. These are, I got these from Temu a while back, but, oh, that's a beautiful one right there too. And here goes Mr. Crying Pants. Do you hear him? These are very beautiful. These are very beautiful images. If you guys didn't get a chance to see, you know, on the religious aspect, I think that's kind of like what I'm leaning towards a little bit. I'm kind of in that mood today. But let me see. I also have these. So I'd like those two images out of that pack. Let's see what's in here. I think this is more of the traditional. And this would actually match the color scheme, to be honest. Yeah, you guys could see. Okay. That's really pretty. It's Easter, but not. Maybe I could do a tag that the front of it will be one thing, and when you open the inside, could be something else. Maybe, I don't know. We could do like a twofer. But I don't want to make this like a whole night thing. I want to be able to make the tag and spend a little time with you guys, and then get a decent night's sleep. This one's really pretty too. I'm being partial towards the butterflies and the eggs. As opposed to the traditional bunny, you know? I think these are repeats now. Yeah. What you whining about? Yeah? All right then. I don't know what his issue is today. The colors match on all of these. Let me think. Maybe I could do, I like the idea of this, of cutting out this book. I like the idea of cutting out the book. So you could flip it. But then on the other side, yeah, these are really pretty images. I just need to figure out how I want to utilize them. I think I'm leaning towards this one only because of the color schemes. Because this has a lot of the pink and the deep blue. This is more vintage pinks and blues, which I think kind of, even though these are purples, there's still a little bit of blue in it. What? He's such a whiner right now. It's really annoying me. Hear him? Hey, Adam. I was thinking almost like a door opening. Like a door opening, like, that's why I thought maybe something like this. than this. It would cut the book, so that'll kind of ruin the whole thing. This cat's getting on my nerves. I ain't gonna lie. Hello, Z. How are you? We're just gonna do my Easter tag, hang out for a little bit, call it a day. I think these are just bunnies. I'm just deciding what I want to do for my Easter tag. And it's like, am I going to do bunnies, or am I going to like Eastery, or am I going to do like religious? I think I'm leaning towards religious right now because we all need Jesus. Oh, you know what? There was a mosaic door. That would be pretty for a window type thing that I remember seeing in here. There it is. I'm good. Just a little tired today. I need to have a good night's rest. I need to like get to bed today. So, like I said, we're just gonna make my tag, hang out for a little bit, and then call it a night. Oh, yes. Hi, Sue. Yes, my day was good. I did have time with my family. We went and spent time with my mom, my brother, the kids. My girls were there. Their boyfriends were there. Like we all ate together, which was really nice. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to post my roast suckling pig. I did take a picture, so I'll show it to you guys. There it is. That's the roast suckling pig. It was so good. And then we had veal. That was our veal that mom made. Chicken, shrimp, croquettes, shrimp and meat croquettes. Uh, I think that was, I forget. I think that was more veal. Oh, that's me and the goddaughter, my other goddaughter, and my other goddaughter. I didn't get pictures with my brother's kids. They're my godchildren too. But that's what we had for lunch. So the roast suckling pig was delicious. We were looking forward to it, and it was really good. So we were all excited about that. So that's what, hi Shetty. So that's what we had. Do I make my tags? Yes, Melinda, I made all these tags. This is, if you missed it, we are doing a tag book. So this is actually the second portion of the book. And I make my tags by making a master board on the first Sunday of the month. And then I cut the master board up. I put two together like this, back and front, and this becomes the month. And then every week we have a different theme. So for March, we had St. Patty's Day. So this is my St. Patty's Day tag. And I cut them all up. This is my, this theme was animal. So this is my rendition of an animal tag. And I have these posted if you want to go back and look. Then we had Mother Nature, and this was my rendition of Mother Nature. I did like a 3D tunnel forest kind of looking thing. And then we had Memoir, and that's my dad. Oh, welcome from Thailand. Love you back. Thank you for joining us. So that was my daddy. He made wine. And then April, our tag was yellow. And so I made, this is the back. The master board was like this. And I put a B on on each tag I made for April. So every April tag, the back looks like this with a little, difference. So this is the month of April. I did dried flowers and I did like a window, like 3D. And then last week it was ocean. So I made this one. This is my ocean. And I did like this really cute little double-sided little bottle with its little seahorse. And so today is Easter. And then next week, I have one more tag here for next week is going to be steampunk, which I've never done, so that's going to be fun. So yeah, so this is a little project that all of us are working on together. This was March, and then here's the first half of the year. January, if you want to see, we did January was white, so the master board was white. New Year's, floral. I'll do a quick flip through. We did cottage. Every week is a different theme. February, the color was pink. So I did my master board. We did Valentine's Day, so I did a shaker. Celestial. A cardinal. And that's it for those 2 months. I have to add December. And now I'm breaking this up by season. So that's going to be my winter. This is going to be my spring. March, April, and May is going to be my spring book. And then we'll work on the summer book. So we're actually going to have 4 different books. And they're all, thank you. Hi, Jessie. Yeah, thanks, Melinda. If you want to join us, I invite everyone to join in this little project. You could start this week. The themes are posted on my calendar, which is pinned. And then I also have a playlist with all the old calendars pinned in case you want to go back and catch up. But we're only in April. We have 8 months to go. So somebody could sit here and catch up easily by doing an extra tag here and there, and make your own 52-week book. That's what we're doing. If it was going to be one book, but you could see we're only 4 months in, and look how many. This is how fat it is. So I decided to break it up by season. And I'm having a lot of fun because we're doing some techniques I've never used before, or a theme I've never done before. Like next week, I don't think I've ever done steampunk. So that's going to be like a great little taste of steampunk to see how it comes out. Trying out different things like the tunnel. I never did a tunnel before. So experimenting is a lot of fun with the tags because it's a small area. So it's a great opportunity to try something, but on a small scale. But they're really, really cool. Lots of fun doing this. Okay, so the idea here I was thinking about doing was kind of like almost like a window that will open up, and then having like that on the inside. And then on this side, let's see, even though I really like these, I think I'm going to stick with the religious ones. I'm going to look at these one more time. Oh, I just lost an earring. Look at that. My earring fell off. Thanks, Linda. Yeah, this is really pretty. It's like a really pretty paper pack from Temu. I was going to make obviously I was going to make a little book out of this, but that didn't happen. So I do like that angel that's on that picture there. I kind of like her. Like she's the angel announcing the Lord has risen. I think that and I love the colors, the purple. So I think I might do those 3 images. Yeah, because now it repeats itself. But I also like the Jesus one, the Last Supper. Well, I don't think this is the Last Supper. I think it's more of... That's pretty too. Jesus there. This could be the window. The cross could be the back. to make this pop a little bit. And that's going to be challenging. What if I flipped it? Let's start and do the angel. I think I like that color scheme better. I think I'm going to do that. With the angel. And I think I'm going to... What? You're being obnoxious. Oh, don't... I got a symphony going on in this house, guys. Do you hear these cats? Hi, Kim. I think I have a... What? Why are you meowing at the bottom of the stairs? Hi, Lori. Do you guys hear this cat? There's nothing wrong with him. The one is sitting right here on the floor. And the other one is sitting at the bottom of the stairs, meowing up the stairs. I don't get it. I know we were home all day, but we're home now. Okay. I think I have an idea of what we're going to do. Kind of, sort of. Which is probably, yeah, well, that's the funny thing. They don't really want, well, they're out to, this one is an outdoor cat. So he lets us pet him, but like you don't really hold him too much. And the other one, the indoor cat, he's definitely very finicky about who touches him. So I have an idea, because I have two of the same images, right, of this here. I'm thinking, right, we'll put this on cards, well, like a cardstock. Then we'll cut the second one, but we'll cut the windows out and do basically just the frame, thicken it up so it'll look 3D-ish. And we'll see this one underneath it, but it'll make it pop a little bit. Shouldn't be in heat. These are males. These are boys. I don't know. So I think that'll give us our little 3D element, popping it up, making it a little bit different. I think that'll look good. So then that'll be the front, and then the back of that will be the angel. And then we'll have the cross where it opens up. It's going to open up like that. So I'm going to make it be like a, like it's almost like a window opening. And the angel's on the inside. All right. I think that's going to work well. What? What? You got to meow too? Just because he meowed? Yeah, I know. Okay, so let's just start by cutting all the pieces up, because this one I might need that to fold it over. We shall see. I just want to cut the pieces that we want to use. We're not using that one, we're not using that one, and we're not using that. Okay. You want to go out? Hold on, he's by the door. Let me go let him out. All right, I'm coming. Okay. Go ahead. All right. He went outside. He went outside. Okay. And we have to use that shape. I think I'm just going to glue this one on for now. Get it started. think this through. Let's not glue it because this could be glued at any time, and I'm going to want this to slide in there so that it'll open and close, right? Okay, yeah, so we have to measure this first. All right. No, I'm doing it now, Lori. This is the tag that I'm doing here. This is I'm going to make kind of like a window tag. But I'm going to make it go. And we're just working on this however it flows. Okay. So that's going to be on that side. And we'll trim it down. That's going to be here. We're going to trim that down. And that's going to be there. Well, it's actually going to be on the inside because we're going to glue it like this. And this on top. We can actually cut this. Which... Okay, I think that works well. And then that will be that, all right. I'm just going to mark this. Do I want anything on the inside there? Do I need anything? Do I need ribbon? This is where we have to think. Do I need to put any before we start gluing? So we have to plan it all out, because the minute you start gluing, you're kind of committed. Even though it's just paper and glue, you're kind of committed to it. But I'm going to make a very simple, like, opening door kind of, not window kind of a thing. So it's going to be scored there. That'll be glued like that. That'll then go like that. And you just open it up. And then on the top of this, we're going to use this one to make that a little bit more 3D-ish. We're going to cut out a few pieces and then build this one up so that should work, right? With a little bit of foam. No, it's not going to have lights and music by the end of the year. I don't think I'll get that crazy. I just want to do a little something extra. Then here we can embellish with some flowers. Maybe do something with the cross. We could do something with the cross too. They get a little bit more elaborate. Yeah, well, I want to experiment a little bit. See what works, what doesn't work, kind of a thing, you know? Oh, and because it's not too thick, oh, we could use magnets so it stays closed. See? So if we're going to use magnet, I'm going to want the magnet in between the two pieces here so it's hidden. That's right. And we're going to do the magnets on the top and on the bottom. Not the magnets. Yes, we're busting out the magnets. And then we'll put the magnets on the bottom of this. So, yeah, it's fun to experiment and see what works, what doesn't work. It also teaches you what you did wrong, right? Let me grab the magnets. Because Sometimes you have a great idea, but I know, not again. Hey, last time the magnets worked well. We did a good job last time. They worked really well. So I think we're getting better with the whole magnet thing. And I'm thinking, because I'm making this, is this thick enough? I mean, I could put a piece of uh, like a cardstock in here just to give it a little oomph. Maybe I'll do that while I'm at it. Nothing too thick. I have a piece. Is this it right here? Yeah, right here. It's just, it's not a very thick cardstock, but I think it's a good thickness. Just to give it a little bit more sturdiness. So did you guys have a good Easter? Those of you that celebrated? For May, we picked the themes for May. I think it's this Friday, right? Because isn't that the last Friday of the month? I have to look at the calendar, but I think it's this Friday. Yeah, this Friday. And don't forget, this Friday I'm going to be on late because we have the confirmation practice. So Friday is not going to be a 7:30 night. It's going to be later because the practice is at 7. So I don't know how long that's going to be. Oh, that's nice. I like turkey. Okay. So we're just going to thicken it up a little bit. Oh, guess what I don't have? I don't have my glasses. I think I left them upstairs. Oh, you did? Did you have a nice time with her? Okay. That feels a little bit better. I think for this one we can use a small magnet. She is adorable. Okay. So, for it to open, I'm going to have to cut this a little bit shorter, I think. Or we can notch out where the, maybe I'll do that. I'll notch out where the rings, see where the rings are going to go? Right there. So I'm just looking at this and I'm thinking to myself, I'll probably have to notch them so that the door opens and closes with the rings there and not interfere, per se. And then we're going to cut this here for sure. Oh, what happened? I ignored your comment. You're funny. That's what I heard. You guys are funny. Well, Saturday is the day we're supposed to go thrifting together. So, yeah, technically I am going live Saturday throughout the day. Remember? You were testing me? Uh-huh. Okay, so you see what happens here? The last leg is actually being tucked away because of the width. So what I'm going to do is when I do my frame, I'm actually going to bring that leg over here. I'm going to add it just even though there's nothing underneath it. So that it looks okay. Because there's no way I could center that. It would look off. And we need at least one leg. We could just do this part too. We'll see how that works. We'll figure it out. There's a smaller one. I don't think we need really big ones because we're just using a piece of paper. I'm going to use the smaller ones. I got these itty bitty ones. These itsy bitsy. Hi, Tammy. Happy Easter. If you celebrate. Okay, so all I did was I put the magnet there and put a piece of tape over it. I'm trying to take these magnets apart sometimes. Come on. They're really stuck together. These must be accidentally glued or something because there's no way that I can't pull these magnets apart. Okay. All right, so I put the magnet on top. Now, we're going to put a little bit of actually, I'm just going to mark it. Okay. See what I did? I put a little bit of double-sided tape. I actually did pretty good with those lines because they wound up right on the lines. But now they're lined up so that, and they came off. So now we're good with that part. And now we're going to put a little bit of tape over that one as well. Okay. Keep those magnets in line. Trying to. I'm just flattening out the tape a little bit. Okay. Now we could do this part. And I'm going to use my zhuzher just in case we see a little bit from the inside. This will help hide it, right? Just in case. Just like that. I love my PJ days as well. It's been a minute since I've had one, but I do love me a PJ day. That is called sepia. That distressing ink. I use VersaFine, but I also have been refilling it with the Archive sepia because that company doesn't sell a refill ink. You have to buy a whole new ink pad if you wanted another one. So what I did was I ordered the sepia from Archival ink, and it looks good. That's a re-inked pad. Tammy, you just got off a cruise? How wonderful. And now you're tired. Well, yeah. Good for you though, girl. I'm just making sure around the it's nice and closed. See that you don't want to make sure it's nice and okay. Now you took your husband and your daughter Sarah. Oh, that's so nice. Does she enjoy it? So the glass mat, for me, the pros is the cleaning. I can't stand my pink mat was starting to get like those black marks. Even though I really like the pink mat, and I think I feel safer cutting on the other mat because psychologically I feel like we're gonna slide, and it doesn't actually really slide. And this was a gift. I didn't buy for myself. It was a gift for Marion. And I like it. I've been using it since December, and it's been working out really well. But I do enjoy the fact that it cleans really well. You could put inks on here and smear them if you want, so you don't need like all the other stuff. You could work right. That's why this white section is here, and it's got the little blocks for you to be able to put your inks. Am I gonna do that? Probably not, but you can do that. So that's kind of like I feel is the pro of a glass mat so far. So it's been about 4 months. I've never been on a cruise yet. That's the one thing I have not done yet. Well, there's a lot of things I haven't done yet, but that is definitely one of them. You live on an island. That must be nice, Lori. I mean, although it's probably a little scary during storms, I would imagine, right? I'm thinking it would be a little scary during storms. But that could just be me. Oh, really? I thought you bought packets for cruises, no? Okay, so that's working. Yeah, the magnet is going to work out well for it to close. I was just eyeballing to center the cross because I'm going to have to cut a little bit on both sides. Okay. Again, zhuzh any white, just in case. Put that right there. Oh, I just got a nice little string. Yes, I will. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Z. Okay. Hi, Yvonne. Happy Easter. Okay, that works. Magnets work really well. My day was good with family. We ate a lot, laughed a lot. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the blue, those 3 blue triangular pieces, and then the windows. And then we'll put this on cardstock, probably, well, not this one, because that's not going to fit. We'll get something, maybe craft paper, probably better, so it's not white. Oh, okay, honey. Well, we're here whenever you could, pop in and join us. I'm debating whether to just do the centerpiece, like just this piece here, because I don't have that leg on that side. I might do that. I might just do this piece here, like this piece and the one going on top, like that. Not all the way down, because we can't get all the way down on this side. You know what I mean? So I think I'm just going to do this piece here to make that 3D. And it'll give us the effect. Yeah, kind of, sort of. We just did this part on the inside for my Easter tag. And now I'm going to do the top part and see how that works. Still cutting out the blue pieces, like I said. Cutting out this bottom window here. I'm just going to leave this piece here in the middle. I think that's the only piece I'm going to leave. And then, because then I might bejewel that to make it pop a little bit. But I'm going to need my glasses to do that kind of work. Did I bring them down? No. I got to go upstairs to my bedroom to get the glasses. Because I have to cut with the X-Acto knife. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's see. Well, first things first. this part. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do the inside part first because that's the part that's always harder to maneuver. So I'm going to do that part first. So far, so good. Okay, so far, so good. I'm gonna, no, I'm gonna cut that completely off because that's gonna be too hard, too flimsy to leave on its own. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And we're gonna do like a little overlay. Oh, I was gonna do this in craft paper so that I don't have to deal with the white. Either craft paper or one of these. What do I have here? Let's see. That works. because we need it to be a little bit sturdier to put the foam underneath it. I just heard something, and maybe it's in my brain, but it sounded like shots. I hope I'm wrong. Let me text Larry. Fireworks? You heard it too, right? Oh, the frog in our pond. He's a biggin. He's a biggin this year. So now it's just having a steady hand to try and cut this craft paper, which you know is going to be nice and thick. Hi, Angela. Happy Easter. Hope you had a good day today. So you guys saw my post about the folio. Did you like all the ephemera that I made for it? I'll show it to you guys later. I couldn't stop making ephemera last night. I literally used everything I had of the paper, all the scraps. Uh, you know what? The darn thing should be working, but I guess it's not. There is a vent, not above me, a little further back, but above me. That's okay. That could come in handy. I don't want to pull. I want to make sure it just. There we go. Okay, so far so good. And always cut the inside part first because then you have a little bit of traction to hold on to. Because if I was working with just this, if I cut the outside first, I wouldn't have anything to hold on to. And I've learned that the hard way, that it's always easier and best to trim all of the little pieces on the inside first, and then do the what I call the easy outer part on its own. Oh, look at that. That's why it's a little bit thick. Hey, now I didn't notice that. I probably should have done it the other way, but that's okay. I was like, why is it so thick over here? Now I know why. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is zhuzh it while I can hold this and not have to hold the teeny tiny legs. Just zhuzh the inside, because the outside we could do after the fact. So we had to adjust the idea just a little bit from the original idea because of the way that it wasn't centered on the tag. I think this is going to look just fine. Definitely going to get the effect. Okay, so there we go. Now it's nice and thick. That's going to look great there. And we're just going to bling this out, work on that first, so we're not working on it being wobbly. I have some ideas of what we could use here. Obviously, we're going to have our bling box. Need to have our mini, this is my mini bling box. But we also have oh, good, Shetty. I'm glad. Yeah, little tips that I find make it a little bit easier is do the detail. A lot of us like to let's get the big stuff done first and then work on the detail. In this aspect, I did find that it works easier to cut all the little pieces first because then you have more surface area to manhandle the paper, and then it works out really well in the end. That kind of looks like that a little bit. too big. That kind of looks nice, actually. It doesn't look bad. This one a little smaller. This one looks like it's a little smaller. Let's see. It's not bad either. That's a potential. So now you see these, the frame. I could use the frame to kind of, and it's the right color because it's kind of purplish. Do you see how it's purplish? I don't know if you could tell, but that will look kind of cool. I don't know if I'll be able to make it go that. I'll probably have to cut it here and then do that piece on its own. I could either use that, or I could also use chain, jewelry chain, to do that. Or I could do a glittery ribbon if I have, let me think. But I kind of like this thing. And I like that because it's a little bit smaller than this one. I think this one's a little bit too big. It's a little bit too big, but I do like the purple, so I might swap out the purple for the white so that the purple will match what's going on over here a little bit more. Although I don't mind that. It kind of gives me that vibe, right? Yeah, that looks pretty good, this one. I like it. All right, we'll stick with that one. I think that looks good. Right? It was made for it. I'm just cutting this. Right there's a good spot to end it. So I went up this one here, cut it on an angle, and used it for here, and I'm going to do the opposite. And I'll wind up gluing this. Okay. I need to find something small for up here. Pretty good. I think it may be a cross, though. A small cross. So I'm going to go grab my crosses. So I want to figure out that part first to then finish the end. That looks amazing. Don't you think that looks really good right there? I think that looks really good. For it to be the first one I grabbed, you know? Seems to be the right size. You look on this side. They're smaller. You don't want to go smaller. I think that's the one. I think that, I don't know if you guys could tell, but that color, just that whole thing, looks really good. and I'm going to go with it. I'm just going to snap the little, I'm going to snap that little ring off. Okay. That's going to go there. Cut it in half because this has got to work. Oh no, I have an extra one. All right, I wasn't sure if I had an extra piece. The half is going to be perfect anyway. I'm cutting a little triangle out in the center to try and fold it. Not fold it, but be able to bend it a little bit. See how that looks. Okay, that looked good. See, I cut a little triangle, teeny tiny one. Like, that's all I cut. I'll show you. All this is going to have to get glued. But you see how you can't bend it? See how you can't bend it? So I cut a teeny tiny, like right about here. See that teeny weeny bit that I cut? Teeny weeny bit, but that's going to be enough to let me bend this now. Like that. Oh, maybe, yeah. That's going to look nice now. It's just going to kick it up a notch. Now I got to glue this. And then the last piece is the cross on top. Yeah, we could definitely look at that. That's a good idea, Z. I didn't wind up needing this bling. However, so what I am going to do is I might use a couple of dots of hot glue as opposed to, well, I guess we could use this glue um, and just let it get tacky. Because otherwise this is going to slide all over the place. Let's see. Sometimes using the hot glue is easier because it dries faster. But then again, we are working with paper, so. And sometimes the hot glue on these things melts them. So you got to be careful when you use the hot glue. Okay, the one side's done. Uh-oh, puzzle already. That puzzle came up quick. Okay, so let's go to this side. Make sure everything's exactly where I want it to be, because now is where it's really tacky. Can position it a little bit better. That looks good. Okay. Okay. I think we got it. Oh, I need a piece down here. Just to kind of finish it off. Okay, now we're going to do the cross on top. And that we're going to do with a little bit of hot glue. So we took this and we made this with it. Pretty cute, right? Now, we could either glue it down or, like I said, make it 3D, which I think I'm just going to add a little bit of foam and see how we like it. I think having it 3D will make it kind of nice, making it pop up a little bit, giving it a little bit of, you know what, make it really nice? I think I'm going to put a piece of acetate to make it look like it's glass. And I think that'll look really cool. See, now we're adding to it. You know what? Let me leave this here in case we need it for the inside. Perfect. Yeah, that will look really cool. I don't want to fight with this. So I'm going to make myself a quick template. It'll be easier to cut the plastic with this template than it will with the, try to cut the plastic around it, you know? Yeah, see, that works good. And this is like a really thick piece. Oh, that's going to look great. Okay. There's like a little bit of something over here that's... Can't really see it when we put it on there anyway, but still. All right, let's do it. Okay. Cool. What the heck is this advertisement that I'm getting? There. I think I might have to use the little dots for the top though, because it's thinner than this, and I don't want to fight with it, so I'm going to use little dots now. Yes, I know. What can I say? I am a bells and whistles kind of gal. thin it out just a smidgen. Okay, I think that works. That's going to work out well. Glitter? And he's double dog daring me. You know, I got to say, you've got some nerve. You know I take on a double dog dare. And that's not fair. I have no comment. Lori's like, I'm out. Gaslighting me. Yeah, you think? This is only supposed to be an hour live to get this tag done. But I have to be like Emerald. This white paper drives me nuts because it's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Staticky. This is going to be another fat tag. Oh well. It's my tag and I'll make it fat if I want to. Right? I saw nothing and heard nothing. Damn, Lori. Okay. Oh, congratulations. See that? Yeah, those magnets. Cute. That came out really cute. That's a great way to make like an image pop if you have two of them. Aw, that's really sweet of you. No, it's not centered, but we knew that. There was no way to center it. Well, in retrospect, now I could have centered it, but because originally we were going to do the whole thing, but I'm okay with it. Okay, so now for in here, we could put some yeah, I mean, no, it's not centered, but that's okay. And you know what? I should have put a poll on here beforehand, thinking about it. I could do that and just, yeah. Oh, to put a poll on it, you mean? Yeah. I could, and that could actually hide it with um something like flowers. I was thinking about putting wings on her, but I'm not sure. I might leave her alone. Wait, can you not cut a slither from the side? What do you mean? Cut it over here to make this. If I do that, then this is going to be short because this is the tag. It'll wind up being short on this side. Yeah. It doesn't really bother me too much, to be honest, because the original plan was, well, whatever it was, it was. It's fine. So now in here, we have our little wood cross. Let me see what kind of big crosses I have. That looks nice. See if I have anything bigger. Nope. No, I like this one. Oh, what about these? No. The longer one, this is the biggest they come in. I don't think they come any bigger. I think that's the biggest size that they come in. Let's see if I have another one in here. I do not. Yeah, these are small. And then you don't want to make it too, I don't want to make it too big either. I like that cross too. I'm going to bring it up to show you guys. But like, it seems silly just to do this. You know? Like, what's the point? Happy Easter. I like this one. I just thought, is it worth putting it in here? We're saving it for something else and just leaving this. And maybe we'll make like a little, hmm. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm just worried about making it thick. But yeah. Oh, you know what? I could use a second cross like we did here in the front, use the same thing, then use the fabric on the inside, just no foam, because I don't want to make it too thick. Otherwise, the magnets won't work. But I think I like that. I could use the second image. I know I have it. Cut it out, right? Put it on craft paper. Cut that out again, and then drape some a little bit of fabric so that it'll just look, realistic, but not too thick. Because we have a little bit of room in here, but not a lot of room. And like I said, not use foam. And I think that will work nicely and give us a nice little effect on the inside. Put these back for now. I don't need this. I'm not going to need these. Just want to clear off my table a little. And we don't need the bling right now. Okay. Oh, forgot to put that in the, and this one. We'll do that later. Okay. Oh, no, this is not a book. This is just a tag for my tag-along. This is the project. There's a post on it about making tags every week this year. So this is March and April. Today was Easter, of course. And then here's January and February. And I have flip-throughs of all these tags. So every week we have a theme. This week is Easter. So I'm doing a religious Easter. So I'm just doing a quick tag, and every week that I do a tag, I try to do something a little bit different, a different technique or whatever. Just kind of, it's a good way to experiment with things that we've never done before on a small scale. So this one is like I decided to make it like a little magnetic opening tag. I will need to cut the top off of this one, not this, because this is going to poke through to go through the rings, but this one here we're going to have to notch out a little bit so that it'll sit. So we're just doing a little bit here. We're going to cut this out and make this kind of 3D-ish, kind of sort of. Which is kind of like what I did with the front. So if you ever have like an image that you want to use, but it's not cardstock, glue it onto cardstock, right? Cut it out, make it work. Always a way to make it work when you're dealing with paper and glue. Any of you guys watch 911? I just watched it the other day, and I'm so upset that they killed somebody off the show. I was like, wait a minute, what? Right, Sandra? I was like, wait a minute, what the heck is going on? No, they're not. No, they're not. And then I Googled it while I was watching it and I got pissed off. Right? I didn't see it coming either. Maybe a quiet day. It's quiet in our house today. A long, busy day though, driving around, going to people's houses, visiting everybody. This is a busy week too. So I see you guys on Wednesday. Thursday I have a business dinner. Friday we have the practice for the confirmation. Saturday we're going thrifting. Sunday is the confirmation. Busy, busy week. It's a very busy, busy time of year for everyone. I don't have any communions this year. I think next year I will. I think my godson, his communion is next year. Oh, and tomorrow night I'm gonna go see my godson. The other one. Let me get some fabric. Yes, Sunday I'll be on. Because the confirmation is at 9 a.m. So we're doing brunch. So I'll be home by like 2 or 3, something like that. I think I'm gonna have to go in my, not my scraps. Wait, I don't do, oh, I do have a piece. Is this too thick? What is a confirmation? Oh, so are you familiar with a first communion for the Catholics? We have our first communion. Our confirmation is basic. Okay, so our first communion is when you get absolved of all. Yeah, it's for Catholics. It's basically when you become an adult in the eyes of the church. At that point, you're no longer considered a child in the eyes of the church when you make your confirmation because you're accepting God as an adult into your life. Yeah. So it's usually around the 14, like when they're in seventh and eighth grade. They changed it. One for a couple years back when I was younger. I did mine in eighth grade, and then when my brother was coming up behind me, my brother's 7 years younger than me. They changed it, and they decided that you need to be 16 to really understand what you're doing. And Um, and then they switched it back. So I don't know. I think it's too thick. I think this fabric might be a little too thick. Let me try some chiffon. Yeah, it depends on. Yeah, I think chiffon. Now, what color? I guess it should be white. Or should I make it purple? Purple would look pretty. But I think it's white, right? Purple is pretty. But I do think it's white. Did you? Yeah, I thought about that. But I think purple actually is for when he is crucified. I think it's purple. It's white when it's the resurrection, which is where we're at right now. So you basically just need a little bit like this. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Let's see if we can make this work. I think that's all we need. It's just a little bit like that. I'm just gonna try and even it out just a smidgen. Make the ends frayed a little bit so it looks like a little shawl. Happy Easter, Val. Okay. So I have an idea which involves eyelets. It drapes across the front and then across the back, usually like that. I think. But I think it goes like that, right? But I have an idea. That's how it goes. But I want to put eyelets and then feed it through the eyelets. And I think that'll consolidate it and make it look kind of nice. And then we could feed it through the front like this and kind of situated. So we got a plan. Another plan. Oh, okay, Sandra. Well, good luck going back to work tomorrow. Don't overdo it. Don't overdo it, lady. I know we all think that we're Wonder Women. Don't overdo it. I'm going to put them right there. I mean, technically, we don't even have to put an eyelet. Let's do it without first and see how it looks. See if it'll go through. It should. This is very thin fabric. Okay, it'll still close. But yeah, I think I like that. Should I shorten the width a little bit with the scissor? Yeah. I think that works. I'm going to do a little bit of glue there afterwards just to make it. Yeah, I think that works. That looks good. And now, I wouldn't mind putting a couple little flowers here. Can't be anything too thick, because otherwise then the magnet won't work. Might have to make them out of paper, because everything I have, this is beautiful, but it's too thick. Yeah, all these are too thick. Yes, I could cut out the flowers. That was the second. That's why I saved this here, to think if I wanted to cut them out. But I also have, I might have, so it's not the same, but I think the same would look nice. Cutting out just the big flowers. Zhuzhing him and then putting him back. That would be that one. Just one more. This is that one there, and this one is right there. Okay. And, oh, and let's do the little white one down here. Can't leave the little one all by itself. Poor thing. Didn't even stand a chance. There she goes. Okay. of purple here. Oh, I have an idea. We can actually outline these maybe with a little bit of gold. That would look cute, right? I'm using purple, what's already on the, and I haven't dipped this in a long time because I haven't used this color in a long time. But I'm thinking a little bit of gold on the edges would be really nice. Okay. I have some gold here, but I don't know if this is going to work. Not the gold that I'm looking for. I think I want to do those acrylic markers. This is Grabby's extra fine tip. These are the ones that we can never tell which color is which. Is there anything else over here? Yeah, that's the one. See that? That's the one. Just want to see how fast it dries. You know what we haven't done in a long time? That I'm going to do one of my tags. My wax. I haven't worked with the wax in a long time. So I definitely want to do something with that coming up. I don't know if I'll do it on the steampunk. The steampunk, I have an idea. I have this little train that was for a baby invitation, a blue train. And I'm thinking about next week we will use paint on it and deck that train out to make it like a 3D train for our steampunk tag. The train is blue right now, so I'm thinking if we paint it with chalk in black, right, and then go back and use some of the rub and buff in silver, I have like an idea in my head how it's going to look. I think it's going to look pretty cool. Sound cool? Hi, Kathy. How are you? Happy Easter if you celebrate. And if you don't, happy Easter anyway. That's like if people, for example, if you say Merry Christmas to somebody and they don't celebrate Christmas, should they get offended? Things that make you go, hmm. Oh, thank you, Tammy. Ideally, I would like to make these stand up with a little bit of foam, make it pop a little bit more, but we can't make it too thick in here, otherwise the magnet won't work. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna glue it in the center and leave the border, like the outside, loose, so it pops off the page. So it'll still give it an effect. Once it dries, we kind of lift it up a little bit, and it'll give it that effect. Hopefully, that's the idea behind it. So if you'll see, I'm just gonna put glue in the center. And then once it dries, we'll pop it out. Which one? Nope. Yeah. Well, now that we did that, I want a little bit of gold. Now the cross has a little bit of gold. Just using my tweezers to kind of bend it up a little bit. See? That looks good. Okay, for our angel, let's make this trumpet gold, right? We made the trumpet gold. I'm thinking about using blue because I like this effect on her wings. I didn't go thrifting, Diane. I didn't go yet. I go thrifting on Saturday with you guys. I'm going to go live. So I didn't do it yet. That one's a little too dark. Do we have a lighter one? No, so we might have to do silver. I feel that's a little too dark. So I'm excited about doing that. And guess what? No filming in the car this time because I'll get put in TikTok jail. But guess what Bella found? A 3-story thrift store of the same ones that I go to, like all the sister stores. It's north. It's a little bit more north of us. So, but I might go there on Saturday, and Bella says she might go with me. Oh, that's okay. It's a shame that I don't have the blue. I have, oh wait, because this one is a little bit, yeah, that's really dark. Let me see what this one is. I have a funny feeling this one's going to be even darker, but you can't tell by what's on the cover. Yeah, so going, and I've never been to that one. So you'll be going with me for the first time. So it's going to be exciting. Oh, that's even darker. Nope, can't do that. It's too dark. All right, let's look at the purple. I do think I'm going to do the silver. Oh my goodness, it's so dark. Let's see what this one's up. This one might not be too bad. Hi. I think I'm going to go with the silver for the wings. It's on the stove. Yeah, the little container. You're welcome. No, because everyone took food. That looks good. Yeah, some of the metallic ones. This isn't the color that I wanted it to be. Should have gone with the lighter one. We're committed now. We'll do that one, and we'll go with the lighter pink. So I think the next one we have to work on the travel journal. We have to, so I have to do it's already the journal's made. We have to decorate it, and then I have to do like a couple of folios, a folio for Australia, and a separate folio. I think it was Peru that she went to. No, I want like a really pale, pale, pale pink, and why can I? Don't have it. This pink is way too dark. I think I am going to use the watercolors just to see what happens. You know, like you want the one color and you don't have that one color. That's so annoying. Then that makes you go look, oh, let's see, where can I shop? And do you really need all that? Probably not. Okay. Let me think here. Let me go grab. Let me go get a little bit of water. purple, pink, and we got a little bit of blue. And gold. We'll let that. Let's see how this works. Okay. That's giving it a little bit of shimmer. I'm not going to go too heavy with the water because this is not watercolor paper. This is regular paper. We're just adding little highlights here and there. Giving our angel the shimmer she deserves, right? Let me show you. There we go. Now the wings look good. Yeah, it's looking really pretty. That looks really pretty. I'm going to use a little bit of this copperish on the cross. I think it's going to look really pretty on the cross. You just need to be careful. that dry. I think I'm good with this. I know, look at me, right? Let me see. I did put a little bit of the purple. Let me see how the purple is going. Just going to add a little bit of the silver metallic to the white flowers. Keeping the gold on the outside there. There. Just a little air. That looks really nice. It's already dry. This is already dry. It'll dry really, really quickly, but I think my tag, the only thing I haven't decided was about the front. If I want to put, just in case, if I wanted to pull a little pole here or not. Which I can. Maybe I'll do an eyelet and we could just put a little bit of gold, like a little gold tassel. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Or purple or gold. I'm not sure yet. I want one of the eensy. I have a teensy, eensy, weensy ones. See, I have these teensy, eensy, weensy ones. I think the gold one looks cute. Sometimes I have these little metallic gold ones in here. No, it's too thick. I think that's a good one. Isn't it so tiny? Look at that. We could put that on a chain and let it, we're going to put that on a chain, put that on there, and then we're done. Lori, thanks for the idea for the watercolors. That was great. Three hours later. feel like I'm on SpongeBob, right? But we're getting there. I miss watercoloring, guys. We have to do a day of watercolor. Watercolor and glitter. Okay, so I need a piece of Did I just throw out my... I did, didn't I? Did I grab it or did I put it somewhere over here? I must have grabbed it because I don't see it here. Oh, for the love of Jesus. Yep, here it is. Ay, ay, ay. Let me get the chain. You can't do watercolor? Yes, you can. I didn't think I could do watercolor. And I just sit down and I do it. It just takes a little bit of practice and knowing, like practicing the strokes. You know what I'm saying? I certainly don't know everything at all. Like, for real. Oh, tell me this is the chain that is soldered. That'll really suck. But we'll see in a minute. No. Adam, you're so silly. Okay. Okay. C4. Hi, Julie. Happy Easter. Two, three, four. A, B, C. I'm going to need a bigger eyelet. Not eyelet, a bigger jump ring. Once this is in the rings, we'll be able to pull it. I like that. Okay, so now comes the part to notch out the top there to get this inside. Let me go put this away. Let me get my little water hat out so I don't accidentally spill it. Okay, so so now so where I did the circles, we need to literally cut all that out so it'll slide in and out of the just like that. I want to make sure I'm not going to cut. It's making me nervous because I can't really see where it's going, you know? I think I'm going to do that one manually. Let's see. Hopefully this will work. Wait, am I doing this the wrong way? Hold on. It goes this way, right? Yeah. Oh. I want to make sure I don't put it in here upside down. Haha. Perfect. Yeah, it bothers me that it's not completely centered, but I feel like this needs one thing, like a little something that says he is risen or something like that. Um, which I'll need to find. It needs like a little sign, not glitter, but it definitely needs a little something, like some words over here. He is risen or something like that is what I'm thinking. I don't think I have anything that says that. Do I have any stickers? I don't think so. Oh, thanks, Rob. These are just regular. None of those had words. I'm going to take a quick peek. But I don't think I have anything. Yes, I could manually do it, but I would be surprised if I don't have something that says that. Wait, I do have stickers here. Hold on. Maybe they're sayings. I don't know. You know, sometimes these sticker packs have like sayings. And if not this, I do have... Nope, doesn't look like there's any sayings in here. Oh! I have my, the words, you know? Like the what do you call it? Oh, what the heck do you call it, guys? Those booklets. Like the Tim Holtz and all that has all the words and sayings. And I have some of the religious ones. I definitely have that. The quotes, exactly. Thank you. Yes, I have like those books. And I have the Hobby Lobby, the religious ones, I believe. What the heck? There we go. No, Lori, I actually don't have a list of things that I need. Because you know why? Because I really don't need anything. That's the reality of it. That's one of the things that obviously I discovered with this little no shopping for 2 months. I didn't shop in January and now for 6 weeks. it's rare that I need something. The question is, what am I going to find? I just run into things. Hey, Leanne. He lives. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. Ooh, that's a good one. Happy Easter to you. That's the one I'm leaning to right now. I think I think that's the one I'm liking. It's demure. He lives on this side. That looks really nice. I love the shimmer. Okay, that worked out well. Good thing I remembered I had these, right? I am. I'm happy the way that came out. I'm not happy that it took so long. It took us longer than what I thought it was going to take, but I'm really happy with the results. So, and if you guys missed my post, this is up. It's going to be a waffle, 5 ducks, an entry. Um, as long as I get 20 entries, we will raffle this off on Wednesday. If we don't have 20 entries by Wednesday, then we're going to have to extend it. But this is really, yes, this is a beautiful piece of jewelry and lace. This is metal. Yes, this is all metal. You guys missed, I made this really cute hidden paper clip. So you kind of like, I did it so that you push and it goes in like that. It came out really cute. I know, Leanne, but yeah, there's lace here, some lace here. The lace goes along the back. Use lace here. I use lace, but again, sparingly. I have to really, really like it to use it. This is, obviously that's that part. I just wanted to show you guys close up. I used my appliques. I painstakingly cut this out because this was all on mesh. I cut it all off the mesh and then glued it to make it look, it looks really pretty. I have overcome my phobia of lace a little bit. Let's not get crazy. but I am incorporating it more. And you guys missed this little doohickey. These came out really cute too. This is big pocket up here. I use the lace up there as well. I literally used every piece of scrap that I had of this paper. And I did a cluster. I never do clusters, so I didn't think this was too bad. I did glue the back because I felt like the back... Oh, not again. What is this? Which of these objects is used in hoops? Hoops? I don't even see anything. Oh, there's one. It's like hidden images. Unable to verify. Oh, damn it. Which of these objects is used in touchdowns? I see one football. One. Unable to verify. Oh my God. Which of the objects floats on water? What the hell is this? Hold on, guys. A duck. Oh, they've got two. Oh my God. I had to do the test 3 times. I use lace all the time now, yeah. But, you know, this was something different, using the loose lace and making like this little really cute little cluster. I thought was really cute. Aren't they challenging? I've never seen, well, I've seen it once before. They're like, it's like hidden images, and I was having a hard time focusing on them. Anywho, so yeah, so I made all kinds of stuff for this little folio, trifolio. It's not so little. There it goes. So there. So if you guys are interested in this, we're doing it as a raffle. $5 an entry. There's a sign-in sheet on my link tree, and that's it. And today we did this. If you guys just joined us, this is my tag, my Easter tag. Oh, you're doing yours right now, Julie? Yeah. So I did a double image, and then I made the part of the image 3D. And I used watercolor, and I used my metallic watercolors. And I also used a metallic pen to make things pop, and then made these flowers kind of 3D-ish. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the way it came out. So, one more week to go, and our April tags are done. So, funny you should say that. It's not real metal. This is from these things from the Dollar Tree, and it has a frame that circles around here, and I cut it, and it looks like it's metallic. It all looks metallic. What this is, the cross is definitely, it's a charm, but all of this is from this packet. Yeah. And then my little centerpiece was one of these. Pretty cute, right? Just had to, you know, cut it strategically. We had to cut a little triangle off of here so it would curve. But I like the way it came out. I do. Came out pretty cool. And then we put acetate behind it so it looks like a window. See? Looks like a window. Like you're opening up a stained glass window on the inside. It did, right, Shetty? I'm proud of that. I'm really really happy with this little project that we're doing. Like it's really like I'm really enjoying it. Thinking outside of the box and coming up with different ideas on how to do things, learning how to do things. I see you guys. This is also a great way to improve our skills week after week, and you guys are doing that. When I see your posts on my Discord channel of your tags, I see improvement every month. You guys are getting like outside thinking outside of the box. You're doing the 3D thing. You're doing layers. You're doing a lot of stuff that normally you don't do. Oh, that's nice. I like when you use real pictures. Yes, I got them a while ago because I haven't been shopping at the Dollar Tree in months, really. So these are all like I have a. If I one day I'll show you guys my drawer of my stash of my backup stickers because I have backup stickers, of course, because especially for the vintage, the staircases, those were really hard to find. So when I found them a year or two ago, I bought like 6 7 of them. So yeah, I did do that. These are cute little windows. I don't want to throw them away. I'm going to save that. Even this is a cute little window for a little mini book. Sometimes, and certain Dollar Trees carry nicer things than others. I had a couple of Dollar Trees, so I would go shopping literally at about 6 or 7 of them because some had beautiful flowers. The other one had the vintage ones. The other one had the staircase. Some of you guys got stuff for me because I couldn't find it and sent them to me. Yeah, the layering is fun. It's just getting used to doing it, right? Yeah, these are good cluster pieces. I'd have to back them up on cardstock. Oh, I forgot to put this one away. That's okay. I'll do it tomorrow. This has to go away now though because this is plastic and the cat will chew on this. So to give you an example, these are all the ones that I have in here, and some of these I collected from Portugal. Like I have these really cute bird. These are birds. These beautiful butterflies. The cats. These are not from here. These are from Europe, from that store in Europe. But I keep all of this type of stuff in this one box. And I try to organize it a little bit. It's not great. Like these are hard to find. I use these a lot. So some of these things are definitely hard to find. I want those jewels. Ah, I have to see if I have extra ones. And see if I could spare you some. But now it goes in here. I'll record it tomorrow to post it tomorrow. I think I'm good. Oh, I got my wax paper. I don't know. This isn't as waxy as the one that I buy, the long one for my kitchen. I got these thinking these will be great for working on the die cut machine because it's 6 inches wide. Instead of me having to constantly cut them, I thought it'd be great to have these on hand. I have to test it to see if this works, but maybe we'll do that during the week. We'll test it. It feels like it'll work, but it does. It definitely feels a little bit less waxy than the, what is that, like a 12-inch the box that we buy, the Reynolds. So with that said, is they'd be great for your journal covers. Okay, I'll see if I have some, Leanne. If I have extras, I'll let you know. Let me write that down because I'll forget. Leanne jewel stickers. No problem. Just the you want the shaped ones, right? Not the crosses, just the other shaped ones that I had. More FOMO. I know, right? The other day I was watching Ten Cat. Yes, the other shapes. Okay. The other day I was watching Ten Cat and she was having a D stash, and she had like some gothy stuff, and I'm like, ooh, that's really pretty. I'm like, no, no, step away, Connie. She's like, oh, one item, two. She had like 30 items that she was selling for like a big, just a big cluster of things, and a lot of the stuff was really cool. And I'm like, no, no, you're not doing it. And I jumped on her live and said, hey, what's up? And I said, listen, I can't hang out too long because I want everything you're showing. So I'm not buying anything right now. I need to jump off. But I just popped in to say hi real quick. So, all right, I'm gonna go put my pajamas on. I'm gonna have a little bit of, I don't know if I'm gonna have ice cream or I don't know. I gotta put the food away because all the food is on the counter that we brought for my mom. And I I saw a couple of them of the boxes. Yeah, I did see a couple of not the trunks, but I saw a couple of boxes. I was like, keep it moving. I didn't want to watch anymore. I'm having that trouble on Marketplace. I keep seeing stuff on Marketplace that I like, and I'm like, no, I can't. No, stop. I'm trying. I have consolidated quite a bit, um, putting things all in one area so that when I go look for something, I'll find it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't remember which paper I have in a box, which paper I have in a book, which paper I have in a binder, which paper I can't do that anymore. So I've been consolidating over the past couple of days. Um, and one of the projects we're going to do is go in the damn box, pull out paper, and let's make something with it. Because I have all this beautiful paper with images and, a lot of stuff I got from Temu and whatnot that my family even got me, and I'm not using it. And I need to use that stuff. So I have that. I have to do, I'm consolidating into those big boxes. Like the where I had my scraps, the moon and stars boxes. Yeah, I'm using those kind of boxes because I did through Marketplace find a 6 set piece. I found the rectangular ones, three of them, and three of the round ones. You just saw I bought the big round one. That was the biggest of the three, and they're purple. So I have a 3 set round and a 3 set rectangular with all the hardware, beautiful, that match. Exactly, pull hands full of stuff. And but I'm using the rectangular ones for like the sticker packs, the paper packs because they stand nicely in there. Um, I'm gonna put my note cards in there because that's another thing. My envelopes, I need to put all my envelopes because they're over here on the side, and out of sight, out of mind. You don't use it, so just need to keep some and then make packs for the next D stash. So I need a couple of weeks to get ready for the next D stash. I'm not sure when it's gonna be. Yeah, you missed 10 cats. Mine, I didn't have one this month. I'll probably have one in May. Um, because as I'm going, I'm like, okay, I have enough of that. I have enough of that. I have too much of this. I have too, and everything is so pretty, but I can't keep it all. I can't do it. Nope. We got to move it on. So with that, let's say our prayer for today, and we'll call it a night. And then I will see you guys on Wednesday. Wednesday's regular time. So let's focus. Lord Jesus, thank you so much for a beautiful Easter Sunday, and for allowing us to come together. We all had a great time with our family, our friends. It was a beautiful day. Those of us who didn't have great weather, well, at least they got to spend it with their family. Um, we ask that you help our friends who are still healing from their recent surgeries and uh, issues that they're all going through, be it physical or not. Um, we ask that you help us have a great week so that we can get together on Wednesday again for some more time together. And we ask that you fill our hearts with love and peace. And we ask you all this through Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen. Simple prayer today. I'm sure we all prayed a lot today. I got a talking to because I didn't go to church, so my mom was not happy about it. But thank you for hanging out with me today. It was a little bit longer than I thought I was going to be, but we had fun. I love what we made, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Okay? So you guys have a great Monday and Tuesday. I'll see you on Discord in between there, and then I'll meet you back here Wednesday night at 7:30, and we'll make some more pretty stuff. See what's next. All right? All right. Love you guys. Kiss, kiss, a big hug, and I will see you Wednesday. Have a wonderful week, guys. Be safe.